Thanks for being here.
Oh, hey! This feels good, man. This feels good.
Now, understand, this is your first time on our show, but you've been in this studio before, is that right?
Yeah. A few years ago, I got a tour of the building, and they brought me. I said, I want to see the Conan O'Brien set, and they brought me here. And I snuck in here. You guys were dark that week. And I sat here and I interviewed myself for about 5 minutes. You had stains on the couch back then.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
You don't want to know about that. Those were good times. No, that's funny that you did that. You know, true story, when I was a writer on Saturday Night Live years ago, I used to sneak in here, and this is when David Letterman
had
this studio, and I used to sneak in sometimes at night and sit here and pretend to be the host of this show.
Okay.
And
look at us now.
Look at us now, exactly. So if you want a TV show, just sneak in, pretend, and it happens later on. Things are going very well for you. You pop up everywhere. You've done a lot of movies. You try to. A lot of movie work, a lot of TV work.
Yeah.
It's really starting to happen for you. Are you starting to get to the point where people know you so well you got to use an alias when you go to a hotel, that kind of thing?
I do, and I'm about to give away my alias now, so I'm going to have to change it. But I normally check under the name Otis Rodriguez.
Otis Rodriguez.
I don't think anybody would ever look for me under that name, Otis Rodriguez.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, normally I go under the name Ruben Studdard, because, you know, they say I resemble him, and a few times I got his room. And you'd be surprised what they give an R&B star in an American Idol, man.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So I've kept some of the gifts. Yeah, but it's fun.
You might as well. You're entitled, right?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm him that day.
Yeah, for that period of time.
I'm him that day.
You should borrow a lot of money as Ruben Studdard and then get out of town fast. That's what you should do.
I'm going to try it. And Anthony Edwards. I don't know how they...
People think you're Anthony Edwards?
I don't know how they make that mistake.
Yeah, there he is.
I don't know how they make that mistake.
The chin is very similar.
The chin. I wear glasses sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
You're a big guy, but I'm told that you're light on your feet. You move quickly, and it's because you were trained at one time as a dancer. Is that right?
Well, you know, don't let the big size fool you, Conan. You know, I've studied ballet.
You've studied ballet?
5 years. You know, I went to the High School for the Performing Arts in Los Angeles. Okay. Went to Howard University on a talent scholarship, so it was part of the curriculum.
Right.
That part of the curriculum I tried to hide from my buddies.
Right.
You know, they're like, hey, Aunt, we're on the yard from 12 to 1. I was like, you know, I can't, man. I got a class. So I tried to skirt around that issue until one day they had come down into the basement of the Fine Arts building and found me in dance class.
Right.
And as you know, in dance class, it's all about the alignment of your body and how you look. So I was barefoot and a pair of dance tights, and sometimes I would have no shirt on or just a very tight shirt.
Right.
So you can just imagine how they ridiculed me after that.
I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah. This big body and a pair of dance tights and a tight shirt.
Right. And so that didn't go over well, but I would think there's benefits. You're probably very limber or flexible now.
Well, you know, I can do the splits, and you know, I can put my leg behind my head if the money's right.
If people want to see it, if the money's I'll get you.
You get me?
I'll get you $5. $5?
Oh, that's how I used to bring the club down. Hold on. All right, let me slide this over. Now, mind you, I haven't stretched or tried this, and
that's all right.
They will attest to that backstage.
If you get hurt, we'll just go to commercial and I'll leave.
Hold on. Come on, give me some music. Give me some music. Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you. I do bar mitzvahs and parties.
Yeah. I don't think they heard it. I heard a horrible noise at one point. We got an ambulance coming.